the practices, the dedication, the team effort, all leads up to this, the magic of March. Brought to you locally by La Crosse Municipal Transit, providing all your La Crosse area transportation needs. By Houghton's Jackson Street Pub, daily lunch specials and home-cooked meals, a tradition since 1988. And by Ace of La Crosse, your work and play headquarters. Get all of your spring fishing supplies and lawn and garden needs at Ace of La Crosse.
Celebrating the magic of March, Quincy Media Incorporated proudly presents the 43rd Annual WIAA Girls State Basketball Championships, live from the Resch Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This WIAA sports exclusive is brought to you statewide by Marshfield Clinic Health System. If illness strikes when traveling for the tournament, get a virtual visit from Marshfield Clinic. Care My Way. Go to marshfieldclinic.org/care my way to learn more. Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Gerhardt's Kitchen and Bath Stores, Wisconsin-based, family-owned since 1897. The Jones family, making breakfast sausage, bacon, ham, and more right here in Wisconsin since 1889. Visit jonesdairyfarm.com. Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here. To keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years. And by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Protect your smile and keep it healthy with Delta Dental, the state's #1 dental plan.
From the Resch Center in Green Bay in the shadows of historic Lambeau Field, welcome to the 2018 WIAA State Girls Basketball Tournament. We begin this evening's session with our first Division IV semifinals. The Crandon Cardinals taking on the Aquinas Blue Gulls. Hello, everyone. I'm Scott Emmerich along with Michelle Poplinski. A very intriguing first game for you here in our Division IV semifinals. Crandon and Aquinas. And Michelle, let's talk about Crandon first. They come into this game under first-year head coach Keegan Kincaid. First time ever here at the state tournament. They know they're the underdogs here, but they have quite a team and had quite a journey, led by a couple of terrific players in Tabitha Renkes and Alexa Nilitz.
Absolutely. They're hoping to get their up-tempo game going early with both Renkes and Nilitz combining for over 20 points a game. If they can establish that early, they like their chances of matching Aquinas' tempo. On
the other side, the Aquinas Blue Gulls, they've been ranked #1 in the state in Division IV all season long. Undefeated, lost in the state title game last year. Dave Donarski has a very full lineup, and they're led by Alexi Donarski, just a sophomore.
Donarski, Becker, Raisin, they all combine for a lot of points also, but it's really their defense that has been giving lots of fits to their teams in their tournament run.
And the Menards points of the game brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards. So, Michelle, what can we expect out here on the floor at the Resch Center, tempo-wise?
Well, one thing that Aquinas did from last year to this year is they added a really strong post presence in Courtney Becker. So I think Crandon needs to figure out how they're going to defend her, limit her touches, because she's really been a key for Aquinas this season.
The first of two Division IV semifinals coming your way next. It's Aquinas and Crandon. Tip off, and we'll meet the starting lineups and these two teams as well right after a word from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. Build your next project with the best treated wood on the market. Menards has the largest selection of outdoor lumber. Menards Thick Deck is 15% thicker and has 15% more preservative than other standard pressure treated decking. A 12-foot piece is just $5.60 each after 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When we talk about protecting what matters most, we're not always talking about things with walls and things with wheels. We're talking about people, your family. Life insurance might not be high on your priority list, but they sure are. That's why Rural Mutual Insurance agents are ready to help you protect their tomorrows and give you peace of mind today. Call, click, or stop by. Our agents make insurance simple.
Family rules are important to all of us here at Jones. That's why we make our sausage the same way my great-great-great-grandmother did more than 125 years ago, right here in Fort Atkinson. Our family rule is to follow that same recipe with no MSG, nitrates, or preservatives. Our family's commitment to producing quality products is a tradition we all cherish, and we hope you will too. I'm Philip Jones. Taste how our family rules lead to better quality sausage.
Picture your home coming to life with new fixtures that express your personality. Make your statement with Gerhardt's Kitchen and Bath Store. Gerhardt's offers an incredible selection of kitchen and bath fixtures to fit every style and at all price points. Choose from modern designs to classic styles from the biggest and best, Kohler, Moen, and Delta. Hands-on customer service and free award-winning design makes Gerhardt's an exceptional value. Gerhardt's Kitchen and Bath Store, where dreams come to life.
It's Crandon from the Northern Lakes Conference taking on Aquinas from the Mississippi Valley. Let's meet these two teams and the starting lineups. Here's PA announcer Brian Kuklinski.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Division IV semifinal game between the Crandon Cardinals and the Aquinas Blue Golds. Let's meet the Crandon Cardinals. Number 1, Autumn Shalog. Number 14, Hannah Evans. Number 20, Sydney Grenzinger. Number 22, Maddie Stamper. Number 30, Abby Sams. Number 32, Leah Palabicki. And number 34, Lindsay McGeesha. Now let's meet the Aquinas Blue Golds. Number 1, Bree Barr. Number 5, Taylor Tayush. Number 10, Megan Scheid. Number 11, Shaylin McCoy. Number 12, Carly Morgan. Number 15, Maya Reichenbacker. Number 20, Kayla Barr. Number 22, Whitney Raisin. Number 30, Annie Balduzzi. Number 33, Zoe Koblitz. And number 34, Libby Lavaca. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Crandon Cardinals. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 2, Alexa Nilitz. At guard, a 5'5" sophomore, number 44, Tabitha Renkis. At forward, a 5'10" junior, number 4, Sarah Kalkoven. At forward is a 5'9" junior, number 10, McCaslin Crawford. And at center's a 5'9" sophomore, number 12, Lindsay Littleton. The head coach of the Cardinals is Keegan Kincaid. And now the starting lineup for the Aquinas Blue Golds. At guard is a 5'5" senior, number 3, Jessa Peterson. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 21, Lexi Donarski. At guard, a 5'9" senior, number 24, Kaya Steiner. At forward, a 5'8" senior, number 23, Modessa Collins. And at forward is a 6' sophomore, number 32, Courtney Becker. The head coach of the Blue Golds is Dave Donarski. The officials for tonight's game are Jeff Prince, Clark Yalitz, and Mark Parker.
Another look at your Rural Mutual starting lineups for Crandon. Not a senior in that starting lineup. In fact, not a senior on the team. They're a young team that has really come of age. They've won 17 in a row to get here to state. For Aquinas, they have a few seniors in their starting lineup, led by Medessa Collins, Kaya Steiner, and Jessa Peterson. A very experienced group, and they've been on the big stage quite a bit. Tip-off time here for our Division IV semifinals. Aquinas in their home whites, Crandon in their road maroon. Aquinas with the opening possession.
Aquinas likes to run a 5-out set. It gives their posts an opportunity to come out to the perimeter, take some shots out there. Also allows their guards to go in, back door.
Becker fakes a spin move now, up and under, very nicely done, and the Blue Gold's on the board.
And that's what they want to do early. They want to establish her as a presence, kind of bring that defense to pack it in a little bit in the lane and open things up for their shooters.
This is Rankus, wearing number 44, the team's leading scorer. Almost a turnover. Claire's hitting the deck, and now it is a turnover. Donarski up ahead, Steiner on the crossover, and a foul. That's going to be on Alexa Nilis. Nilis, I beg your pardon, so to the free throw line will go Kaya Steiner.
Aquinas has a lot of length. I don't know if you noticed it, but point guard Lexi Donarski, not a lot of point guards doing the jump ball at the start of the game. They just have a ton of length that they can bring in that pressure all the way to the half-court line.
Steiner, a second-team all-conference volleyball player as well. Blue Gold's off for the 4-0 lead. And here comes the full court pressure.
Extending it full court, just a simple man pressure, but so much length, so much speed. Crandon just has to calm down, take care of the ball.
Nilich brings it across. Donarski picks her up. They toss it underneath to Crawford. Rebound Carlton. Three-ball on the way, down the hatch, Tabitha Rankus.
It was very impressive. She took a look to see where the defender was, wanted to make sure that she could get the shot off without any pressure, and just a great way to finish that possession.
Second chance opportunity for the Cardinals may cash in. Now Donarski on the floater, and the rebound comes off to Littleton.
Crandon wants to run also. They want to use those defensive rebounds and turn them into transition, but it's hard with Aquinas applying the full court pressure.
Nilich down low, Littleton, no. She gets a reload. Now scooped up by Aquinas. Here comes Collins. 1-on-3, she attacks. Medessa Collins with her first bucket of the game.
Nilich isn't backing away from this pressure, though. She's attacking it. She's showing some fearlessness here, going right at Peterson.
Crawford in the corner. Here's Nilich. And Rankus. Poked away. And this one will roll out of bounds. It'll stick with Crandon. Here's a look at Medessa Collins, not afraid to go 1-on-3.
She isn't, and she saw she didn't have numbers, but she had a nice lane, good body control, great possession.
Three-pointer on the way by Cal Colfin. Rattles in and out, and a foul. That's going to be on Aquinas.
One thing Crandon's doing really well is they're using that dribble attack pressure to bring a second Aquinas defender on the ball handler, and that's opening up things along the baseline for them.
Crawford looking to inbound. And a little nudge from Donarski, so a couple quick fouls on the Blue Golds on this possession. Crawford to inbound again. And now a line violation, turnover for Crandon. Opening moments of our Division IV semifinals. Thrilled you could join us here at the Rec Center. Already 3 early turnovers for Crandon.
Aquinas has pulled Becker inside a little bit. Now looking not so much like the 5-out offense, but really trying to get her inside, isolate her one-on-one.
That's Becker in the corner. Dribble drive on Littleton. Good defense that time by Littleton, and she clears the rebound. Rinkus lost the grip for a moment there. Scooped up by Collins, and a foul. That's going to be on Crandon.
Little hustle foul there on Crawford. Just very impressed with Crandon's mental toughness right now. They're playing a team with a lot of experience. They're not backing down.
And hanging in there, Aquinas leads it 6-3. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Equals 35. 40 plus... Okay. Does someone have something to say?
Delta Dental knows.
What is it?
Every smile has the power to tell a story.
Happy birthday.
Like, I have the best job in the world. Protect your smile and keep it healthy with Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Visit deltadentalwi.com.
Picture your home coming to life with new fixtures that express your personality. Make your statement with Gerhardt's Kitchen and Bath Store. Gerhardt's offers an incredible selection of kitchen and bath fixtures to fit every style and at all price points. Choose from modern designs to classic styles from the biggest and best, Kohler, Moen, and Delta. Hands-on customer service and free award-winning design makes Gerhardt's an exceptional value. Gerhardt's Kitchen and Bath Store, where dreams come to life.
The 2018 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System. Why get out of bed? Offering virtual visits for the season's most common ailments. Care My Way. Go to marshfieldclinic.org/Care My Way to learn more. You can look at some of the season averages for both these teams. Aquinas averaging 76 a game, giving up just 41. Crandon, even better defensively, giving up just 35. And Dinarski with Aquinas' first turnover of the game.
They're two very different teams, but they have a lot of similarities. Both use their defense to fuel their offense, and both have an offensive style that is very attacking of a defense. So nice matchup with tempo.
Rinkus driving. Rinkus on a reload. Becker with a rebound. Tell you what, though, Crandon's getting inside for those offensive rebounds. Here's Jessa Peterson on the run. Collins with a spin move.
Crandon also did a great job of getting back in defensive transition that time. Not a lot of teams have been able to do that against Aquinas this season.
A near steal. Crawford in a bit of trouble. Finds Nylitz.
Aquinas trying that trap action that they like to get on the top, cause issues with it. But when you can attack a trap, then you're exposing that there's a offensive player not guarded.
Three ball just missing. Becker with a rebound up ahead. Now Steiner. 2-on-2 with Dinarski on her right. Dinarski for three. Collins. Blue goals by 5.
Again,
both teams attacking the offensive glass.
Right, and Crandon stopped their first attack, but then, that offensive rebound by Collins allowed for an opportunity to score even in transition.
Here's Nylitz for three. Crandon, both their hoops have been from beyond the arc. Dinarski through traffic. No, but a foul. She'll get a couple of free throws. So that'll send Lexi Dinarski to the free throw line, with the Blue Goats working on a 2-point lead. Dinarski, just a sophomore, she committed to Iowa State the summer before her freshman year of high school.
She did, and scoring almost 400 points in 26 games this season. She's just having an incredible sophomore season.
Called it her dream school, and I guess when they offer from your dream school, you just say yes. Pretty easy. 2 for 2 from the line, the lead up to 4 for Aquinas. the second foul on Lexi Donarski right now. So Dave Donarski has a decision to make, and he will make it with Jessa Peterson replacing Donarski.
13 minutes left in the half. That's an early time to pick up her second foul. He'll have to decide how long she's going to be out. I don't imagine she'll be out the entire half, as you would maybe.
Some coaches like to do that.
Yep. And in a regular season game versus a state tournament, I think your strategy is a little different.
Loose on the floor, scramble, and a jump ball. Possession arrow to Crandon.
Great pressure by Aquinas, just relentless, and that 50-50 basketball rolling across the floor. Both teams are going hard after it. Just great hustle.
Whitney Raisin has checked in the lineup for Aquinas. She wears number 22. She averages in double figures coming off the bench. Here's a three on the way. No good that time from Lindsay McGeeshick. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Crandon.
One of Aquinas' strengths is their depth. They can go into their bench a little bit. So Donarski being in foul trouble right now, Becker being on the bench, they have players with a lot of minutes of experience from this season.
McGeeshick will try another three. Long rebound to Peterson. Here come the Blue Goals. Up ahead to Taylor Tayus with a crossover. Taylor Tayus, part of that bench brigade you were just talking about, Michelle. And now Aquinas' lead is up to 6.
Anytime you can turn your defense into offense, good things can happen.
Steiner trying to do that. No. But Raisin finds it. Peterson a three.
Kick out three in transition. Just as impressive as those open layups they've been getting early on.
Biggest lead of the game for Aquinas. And a foul, a little over-aggressive that time, was Whitney Raisin. There's no look what that defensive pressure will do.
They just run everything in transition so well. They see the court well. They use the full length of the court. Always playing for those second shot attempts as well.
Nylitz tries the baseline, cut off. Rinkus skips it across. McGeeshick.
Littleton's a little undersized in the post, but they're still using her inside, pulling Becker inside as a defender.
Rebound comes off. Now Peterson down the lane. Raisin lost the handle, but saves it. And McGeeshick comes up with it.
Again, hustle plays both ends of the court, both teams.
Pull-up jumper, good. Lindsay McGeeshick averaging 6 points off the bench with a big jumper there. Peterson's short, and now Rinkus has it.
We knew this game was going to be fast. We knew both teams like to play this style of basketball. It's been fun to see a variety of players scoring in transition.
Rinkus coming off the pick, the kick. McGeeshick gets away, stolen. Peterson. Peterson one-on-one against Kalkofen. She'll get free throws. Jessa Peterson very active here in the early going, the senior. And she'll step to the free throw line.
Well, with Donarski on the bench, you do rely on your seniors a little bit more. Lexi plays like a senior, even though she's a sophomore, but she has a lot of experience. But right now, your seniors, Modesta Collins, step up, Kaya Steiner, Jessa Peterson, that leadership's important.
Substitutions now. Leah Pawlowicki into the lineup for Crandon for the first time, as well as Autumn Shellock. Couple of free throws for Peterson, and Aquinas extends their lead to 9. Here's a message now from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
You can count all the ingredients in real milk on 3 fingers. And you can count all the ingredients in flavored almond milk on 10 fingers and 5 toes.
Goodbye, sweater, goodbye hat, goodbye scarf, goodbye cap, goodbye to these things, and hello to spring. Hello trees, hello sun, hello fresh air, hello fun. The end. This spring, get a great deal on a new Toyota.
Right now, you can get 0.9% APR for 60 months on a 2018 Camry. Or lease a new 2018 Camry for $199 a month.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Real milk has 8 times more protein than almond milk. Real milk has naturally occurring calcium. Almond milk doesn't. And it also only has 2% almonds, which looks like this. What's the other 98%? Get real. Get naturally nutritious real milk.
Blue Goals lead this one by 9, just over 10 minutes to go. You can look at Keegan Kincaid in his first year as head coach. Kind of interesting, Michelle, how he took over the head coaching job. He didn't start until a week before the season started. Josh Jagger, the previous head coach, had to resign to take over as the athletic director. And Coach Kincaid has brought in a little bit of a new philosophy, a little bit more efficient on offense, and has really amped it up on defense this year. And it's worked. He's gotten them all the way to the state tournament for the first time ever.
And actually, for as young as they are, he's gotten them to a pretty steady start at the state tournament, too. I know, a little bit of a point differential right now, but really, Crandon isn't looking rattled in this environment.
Megan Scheid is checked in for the first time for Aquinas. This is Taylor Tayush with it.
Trying to establish Becker inside using some cross-screen action to try to open her up because Crandon's doing such a great job face guarding her inside.
Almost a turnover that time. But Crawford had a foot on the line when she tried to save it. Raisin thought about a three. Now Tayush will let one fly. Taylor Tayush, the sophomore, averaging 8 points off the bench. She has a couple of hoops already.
Yep, she has, a big three, 2 in transition. When your bench players can come in and put points on the board, that loosens everything up.
Here's another turnover. Becker, the post player, taking it all the way up. Couldn't finish. Rebound by Renkes. Saved. Becker's got it, though, and a possession arrow to Aquinas.
Becker's not afraid to take the ball the whole length of the court. She's got some nice guard skills for a 6-foot player.
That's your 6-foot sophomore leading the fast break that time.
Crandon's in a little bit of a zone now. I think they've realized they need to pack inside just a little bit more. Take advantage of the fact that you have some of the subs in for Aquinas, maybe force them to beat you from the outside.
Becker gets it inside to Raisin. Couldn't get the roll. Rebounded by Crawford. Nylich looking for a cutter. Here's Shallock. Nylich with a good baseline drive, but cut off by Steiner. Rebounded Raisin, and here come the Blue Goals again. Free ball from Tayush. Down the hatch it goes. Taylor Tayush off the bench with 8 points.
Again, you're picking your poison with Aquinas' offensive threats. Trying for that zone, take away what you know from Becker inside.
Crawford will get a couple of free throws. Crawford, a 5'9" junior. Second team all-conference performer in the Northern Lakes Conference. Crandon, the Northern Lakes Conference champs this year.
Another sophomore off the bench for Aquinas coming in. Kayla Barr just checked in.
She wears number 20. Crawford settles for 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. And the lead is down to 14.
Now Kaya Steiner's gone from a forward at the beginning of the game to the point guard. Versatility for Aquinas players.
Tayush finally misses one after making her first three, but Becker had the rebound. And now Crandon the other way with Rankin. Palovicki looking for Cutter. Takes on Becker. Couldn't get it to go. Here comes Steiner. Tayush. Aquinas with numbers. A 3-on-2. Tayush with a spin move.
She has excellent range, and right now what she's doing is forcing Crandon to defend someone they weren't quite maybe ready to have be this much of an effect.
Knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Crandon. Taylor Tayush off the bench, having herself a game already.
She did a nice job of reading the defense. Saw they were collapsing on the lane side, spun to the baseline side, and finished.
Aquinas getting a lot of work done in the paint. Crandon still looking for their first points in the paint. Three ball. Palovicki for three.
And she's nearly 40% three-point shooter. Even for her size, she likes to spot up on the perimeter.
Lexi Dinarski now back in the game. She has the ball and those two fouls. Collins on the reload. Jump ball. Great defense that time by Palovicki. Crandon basketball. Here's another look at Leah Palovicki.
The three ball has been very helpful for Crandon's ability to kind of stay in this.
Rinkus, backdoor cut, and it's Leah Palovicki again. A quick 5 points for Crandon to give them some momentum, and the lead down to 11. Just over 7 minutes to go of our Division IV semifinals. And Aquinas leading this one. Here's the last couple of sequences.
Well, one thing about the over-aggressiveness of a defense like Aquinas is it does expose when you leave players wide open, and Crandon did a nice job of exposing that.
Well, Coach Kincaid talking about his first trip to state, a Crandon native, and he just couldn't stop talking about how wonderful his community is and what this experience has been like, not just for his team, but it's been a huge community bonding experience as well, this team making it to state. And they've always had some good, successful programs, but just couldn't quite get it over the hump. But they finally did this year, and they did it without any seniors.
And they have a great following here this weekend. You know, the whole town looks like they're here, and he said they travel well and be very supportive of the girls as they have been all season.
Well, we'll see how Aquinas answers the little mini 5-0 run for Crandon. That's how you answer. Get it in the hands of Modessa Collins.
Dinarski did a nice job of setting that up with a little bit of an attack and pull back, attack again, open things up for Modessa.
Here's Palovicki, just giving the team a big lift off the bench. Turnover. It's Collins. Rinkus challenging her. Collins and a foul. Classic case of defense creating offense, Michelle.
She is, and she goes strong to the hole. She does not expect to be bailed out with the foul call. She knows she's going to get contact. Just finishes strong.
She owns a black belt in karate. It looks like she took on a defender there.
That does not surprise me. In watching her a lot the last couple of years, she is just a very, very even keel, emotional person, and a lot of times that accompanies someone who earns that black belt. Relentless pressure by Aquinas, hands on everything. Not fouling, just tipping absolutely everything.
Oh, McCaslin Crawford cleaned up the mess nicely there, and a tough hoop for Crandon. Well earned. Tayush. Oh my, Taylor Tayush, another three.
Not acting like a sophomore either. You know, being on this court for the first time in this role, she's doing a great job.
Stanford in trouble now, looking for someone. Donarski on her. And a 5-second call. That's the 10th turnover for Crandon. Timeout on the floor with Aquinas leading this one 32-16. Here's a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Looking for laminate or wood flooring? As Wisconsin's premier flooring sales, Carpets To Go has the best in selection and name brands. Forget what you thought about laminate. Today's laminate is better, stronger, and more stylish than ever. Wood flooring brings an elegance to any room, and there's a wood type and stain for every room. With free estimates and design, financing, and installation available, there's no better choice than Carpets To Go with 2 convenient locations in Onalaska and Prairie du Chien.
Paul and Park Bank have been so amazing.
He was straightforward and honest, and that's what we pride our business on. So to meet a banker that was straightforward and honest with us, we were impressed.
When my customers are happy, that makes me happy. The greatest thing is to see somebody else succeed, and I feel like I've succeeded.
We take a lot of pride in our products and stand behind them because we know we can. We believe in them, like Park Bank has believed in us. Any new ventures for us, Paul is definitely our first call.
Blue Golds have doubled up Crandon so far. First half action, Division IV semifinals. One of the key to this one, Taylor Tayush. She's been sensational. Sophomore off the bench, averaging 8 a game. 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from three-point range.
They're doing a nice job of getting her the ball, also recognizing who Crandon's keying in on and finding the open player.
Steiner, left-hand shot, no. Rebounded by Palovicki. Nylitz with Donarski on her. Donarski rips it away, and it's a jump ball. Possession arrow Aquinas. A couple of substitutions now for Aquinas. Jessa Peterson back in the lineup. So is Courtney Becker.
One thing Aquinas adjusted on that was how they were defending this ball screen. Early on, they were switching off it a little bit, and that was exposing an open player. Now they are doing a nice job of tracking their player through.
You look at the turnover situation as Crandon starts to extend their defense a little bit. Collins on the attack to Becker, high off the glass.
Those turnovers to transition points are a big part of how Aquinas doubled up Crandon on the scoreboard.
Palovicki lobs it into Littleton. Spin move and a foul. And see who that one's on as Littleton will go to the free throw line.
Trying to get that inside paint scoring that's been kind of eluding Crandon as of right now.
That foul's on Kaya Steiner. 16 fouls now on Aquinas. To the free throw line, Lindsay Littleton, averaging almost 6 points a game. Team's leading rebounder. Settles for 1 out of 2.
Aquinas pausing to set something up now. Didn't get the score in transition. So they're going to one of their sets, most likely involving Donarski off a screen or Becker screen and roll.
Collins inside. Turnaround jumper. Couldn't get the roll. Littleton with another rebound. He's been all over the glass for Crandon so far. That's 5 for her. Nylitz going behind the back, almost lost it. Palovicki inside, no. Becker lost it, stolen by Nylitz.
Again, those hustle plays, those points off transition, great momentum swing.
Nylitz now with 5 points for Crandon. Donarski, Steiner. Kaya Steiner having a terrific game as well.
Aquinas is able to rotate so many players in. Every time I look up, I think it's a different five, but they're running the same system no matter who's on the court.
Becker to Steiner off the turnover. And the lead is 19, biggest of the game for Aquinas.
Coach Kincaid calling for his players to keep attacking. Don't back off. The pressure's there, but they've had success when they've attacked it head
on. And now a timeout for Keegan Kincaid. Wants to talk to his Crandon Cardinals.
30-second timeout.
Well, Keegan Kincaid, this is sort of a part-time job for him. His full-time job, he races trucks for the Torx Off-Road Racing Series. His regular job, this season goes from April to October, and Coach Kincaid is really good at this. He travels around the country competing, and he builds his own off-road trucks. And recently, Keegan won the 2016 Crandon Cup World Championship. Crandon, of course, huge into off-road racing. And they host the World Championships every Labor Day weekend.
Well, something tells me if you can drive like this and go through races like this, the pressure of a state tournament might be in perspective for you.
It's a remarkable dynamic, though. Racing cars, coaching girls basketball. Kind of neat.
I think it's really a cool dynamic. He seems to have a great relationship with the girls, understands what they need and how they work.
Foul on Crandon and another turnover for the Cardinals. So we'll head the other direction. That's 16 fouls on Crandon. So after this inbound play, both teams will be in the bonus. And we'll take a timeout here at the Rush Center. Here's a word from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
What do you think?
The practices, the dedication, the team effort, all leads up to this, the magic of March. Brought to you locally by Noble Insurance, representing auto owners insurance for all your insurance needs. By Auto Value, the parts you need at prices you can afford. Congratulations, athletes. By the Cooley Golf Ball in Onalaska, a great place to gather before and after the games. And by Weir's Truck and Auto, your truck headquarters since 1935. Good luck to all local teams.
Unauthorized use or rebroadcast of this program and live internet stream without the express written consent of Quincy Media Incorporated, Wisconsin Broadcast Division, is strictly prohibited and a violation of U.S. copyright law. Final 2 minutes and 14 seconds of the first half. And Michelle, I thought one of the key stretches early on when Lexi Dinarski went down with her second foul. She's their point guard, leading scorer, and tempo setter. Aquinas actually outscored Crandon 15-3 with Dinarski on the bench.
That really gave Coach Dinarski an opportunity also to see what his team can do when she is in foul trouble. Probably gave him a little bit of an opportunity to trust her again out now these last 2 minutes of the half. Trust that other players will step up and do what they've done.
Telkofen anticipating that pass nicely, knocks it out of bounds. We can look at head coach Dave Dinarski, the Aquinas Blue Golds, in his 4th year leading this Blue Golds program. Teus for three. Didn't get the roll, but a reload for Steiner and a foul.
Great job crashing for offensive rebounds by Aquinas, drawing fouls, finishing on second shot attempts. All part of their game plan. They know that if they don't get their first scoring opportunity, they're loaded with other kickouts and other crash putbacks.
Steiner, one of 3 Aquinas Blue Golds who have committed to play basketball at UW Lacrosse next season. A nice haul for Karen Middleton and the Eagles. program that had a really good season this past winter.
And when you add Modesta Collins also playing at Viterbo, you've got 4 of these Aquinas Blue Golds who will still be playing in the lacrosse area.
Double team, Collins and Steiner. Jump ball, possession arrow, Crandon.
Aquinas loves to get you in those hot trap zones right across half court, those sideline areas. If Crandon can center the ball, it's a lot harder for them to close that trap.
Knocked away. Becker tracks it down. Up ahead, Steiner. Well, how many times have we seen that with Becker getting the steal and then leading the break up ahead?
And also getting it with the correct hand. A lot of times players will go with the hand across the body, risk fouling. She had a beautiful tip with the correct passing lane hand.
Steiner will head back to the free throw line after another turnover. At 16 turnovers on Crandon so far. Steiner will get another one with 1:09 to go. Rehnquist will head to the bench for Crandon, and checking in for her, Autumn Schalla.
Aquinas does a nice job at the free throw line too. Their aggressive style allows them to draw a lot of fouls, but they're over 70% as a team from the free throw line.
73% to be exact, yeah. Over and back situation there.
Tough. She had gone into the front court to try to get the ball up the court and then had to come back and help out a teammate.
And the situation there was she didn't reestablish herself in the backcourt.
Yep,
that's why it was the over back. Tayush a 3. Collins tracks down the rebound, but she's out of bounds. Crandon basketball. 48 seconds to go here in the first half. Aquinas in command. Quick substitution here for Aquinas. Jessa Peterson in, replacing Tage. Tage finally cooled off a little bit.
This 1-3-1 look on this extended pressure gives the ability to trap just that much. They're that much closer to their trap zones.
Nylitz finds Littleton, and now Palabicki. Hit a 3 earlier, almost had another opportunity there. Palabicki trying to cut for back door, and out of bounds is Kalkofen. Turnover Crandon, they're 17th. And now 7 seconds to go until halftime. We'll see what Aquinas can do for a final shot. Steiner. Stolen away. Nylitz. And then a foul with 1.6 seconds to go. So that'll send Crandon to the free throw line. That worked out well for the Cardinals those final seconds.
Nylitz did a nice job of just not biting for that spin move by Steiner.
To the free throw line goes Alexa Nylitz. First team all-conference in the Northern Lakes. The team's the second leading scorer, 11 points a game.
Little confusion with the amount of free throws she's supposed to get. We're just in bonus right now, so missing the first one means that they should have played a live ball there.
Yeah, because I initially heard of the referee say 2 shots when he handed the ball to the shooter, Nylitz. But really, you're right. It should have been a bonus situation because it wasn't in the act of shooting and it wasn't a double bonus situation.
And it's a correctable error. So, you know, coming together, discussing it as officials, and then getting the ball in Aquinas' hands.
So we'll see what they can do with 1.6. Raisin's going to chuck one up. Just a bit short, but not short at all in the first half for Aquinas. They were on fire. They lead it 43-19. Your impressions of that first half, Michelle?
It was all about ball security. Aquinas did a nice job of weathering the pressure of Crandon. Crandon struggled a little bit with the turnovers, and Aquinas is the type of team that's going to take advantage of that.
Well, the Blue Goals averaging over 70 points a game and well on their way to that. Let's check in with Brandon Kennard, who's standing by with Aquinas head coach Dave Donarski. Brandon?
All right, thanks, guys. Dave, you got some great play from your bench in that first half, led by 13 from Taylor Teusch. When Lexi went to the bench, you still outscored them 15-3, even with her in foul trouble. How important has your depth been in building this first half lead?
Yeah, you know, it's been incredible all year long. So it's game after game. We don't really know which kid's going to end up scoring it. And in this case, the first half belonged to Taylor Teusch. She's been doing that for us all year, along with a host of others. So we're really blessed to have that kind of depth.
Thanks for your time. Good luck in the second half. Scott, Michelle?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
At K-12's Destinations Career Academies, our students are ready for their future.
Our high school students can go directly to the workforce or to college with confidence.
I'm taking interesting courses and I'm excited about my future.
Destinations Career Academies, a tuition-free, full-time, online public high school option that gives students the opportunity to explore in-demand careers. With dedicated teacher support and real-world training, Destinations Career Academies can help you take the first step to a successful future.
In Wisconsin, we believe in lessons learned early in life. Play hard and play fair. That's why Rural Mutual Insurance sponsors WIAA Athletics and the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award. As one of the top 50 property and casualty companies in the country, we provide a full line of insurance products to families, businesses, and farms in Wisconsin. And since Rural Mutual does business in only one state, premiums paid here stay here to keep Wisconsin strong.
This halftime report is brought to you by the Jones family, making breakfast sausage, bacon, ham, and more right here in Wisconsin since 1989. Visit JonesDairyFarm.com. Aquinas with that relentless defensive pressure having their way here in the first half, Michelle.
Absolutely. We expected them to bring a lot of pressure, a lot of length, a lot of tips on basketball. They're doing a great job defensively, kind of shutting down what Crandon's attempting to do.
We'll talk more about the first half and look ahead to the second, but right now your halftime host is Lance Pieser, and he's standing by.
Thank you, Scott. I'm standing by, but I am not alone. Ann Bozen from Delta Dental, the Director of Charitable Fund and Community Relations. First off, can you tell us a little bit about Delta Dental of Wisconsin and your commitment to schools?
Yes, we sure can. We're proud to be here. More school districts in Wisconsin have selected Delta Dental as their dental benefit provider than any other insurer. And to show our appreciation for that, we wanted to sponsor the WIAA tournament. And we also partner with schools across the state with our school-based sealant program, Seal a Smile. We co-funded along with the state of Wisconsin, and we bring school-based sealant programs all across the state. Children's Health Alliance of Wisconsin administers the program, and they provide an oral health screening. They do fluoride varnish. They teach them how to brush their teeth appropriately, and they put sealants on the teeth. And we target schools where there is a very high free and reduced meal rate so that we're providing that dental care to kids who maybe don't have the opportunity to receive it otherwise.
Yeah, why is that community outreach so important to schools and kids for oral health reasons?
Well, dental pain is one of the leading causes of school absenteeism, which I think is shocking to many of us. But if a child's in dental pain, they're 3 times more likely to miss school than their peers. And what's kind of disturbing is that cavities are mostly preventable. So we know that cavities reside mostly in the molars, that 90% of all cavities occur there. So if we can prevent those cavities from occurring by putting sealants on, we can prevent 80% of all cavities.
And then tell me a little bit more what a sealant is exactly.
Well, I didn't know either until I started working for Delta Dental. But it is a plastic coating, a thin plastic coating, and it's just painted on the back teeth. And it seeps into those big, deep grooves in your molars, and then it protects them. It's like a protective barrier so that sugars and bacteria and things that erode teeth and cause cavities can't get through that barrier. So we're really proud of that. We are putting sealants on more than 30,000 children across the state of Wisconsin. We screen 65,000 children every year, but we know there's still more to be done. So we're trying to encourage parents, if there's a sealant program in your school and you have a child, especially if they haven't visited the dentist in the last year, sign them up. It is no charge to you or the caregiver. It is a free program, and we really want to encourage parents to participate in that so their children get good oral health.
And I know the type of food and drink also very important to the whole message that you have from Delta Dental.
It is. You know, these athletes are out here working hard, and we want to encourage them to drink water. Drinking fluoridated water is probably the best advice we can give to anyone. It washes away that bacteria. If it's fluoridated, it's protecting those teeth. And then we're in the dairy state, so of course we want to encourage kids to drink milk, get that calcium and that phosphate. Yogurts and cheeses and all those good dairy products are excellent sources for your teeth as well as your healthy bones. And we want all kids to have a healthy, bright smile, so we really want to encourage kids to brush, floss, visit your dentist, and smile.
All right, Ann Bozen from Delta Dental, thank you so much for joining us here at the halftime of this game. Now, you're probably watching this right now on your TV or some other device, and we want to let you know that you can watch it on basically all of your devices because we have a Magic of March app. If you can't catch it on TV, you can watch the games by downloading the WIAA Magic of March app on your mobile device. We're live streaming these games on the app. You can also get scores and game stories on the app as well. It is free, and you can get it for Apple or Android phones. Well, we are at halftime right now of this First Division 4 semifinal, and now to get ready for the second half, let's send it back courtside to Scott Emmer.
Hey, Lance, thanks very much. Very intriguing first half, and the fact that these two teams came out getting after each other early on, but then Aquinas' defensive pressure took over, didn't it?
It really did. Points off transition right now. Aquinas is winning that battle 23 points to 4, and that's part of both teams' game plans, so I would say advantage Aquinas.
Let's take a look at some of those first half highlights. Crandon got things going with Alexa Nilitz, I beg your pardon, hitting the three.
Couple big perimeter shots early kind of gave Crandon that little calm composure that they needed at the start, but Aquinas came back attacking. Nice read there by Teusch to finish inside with her spin move.
Halavicki giving Crandon a big lift off the bench, and she had 5 quick points for Crandon, the three-pointer there, but back comes Aquinas and Collins with a hack and a hoop.
They're just so good to the rim, and it doesn't matter which player it is. Everybody finishes strong, they expect contact, and they kick to the open shooter on the perimeter when the attack is there.
That was Teusch a moment ago hitting the three, and then Steiner finishing inside as well. First half stats, and no surprises there when you look at them.
No, but what jumps out to me is the shooting percentage by Aquinas. 50% from beyond the arc is incredibly impressive, but also their points in the paint, 20 points in the paint, and it's not coming from Courtney Becker as you'd expect. It's coming from multiple players on those rim attacks.
So they're hitting their threes, they're hitting their field goals, and Aquinas hitting from the free throw line as well. Leading scorers, Nilitz and Halavicki with 5 each to lead Crandon. For Aquinas, Teusch off the bench with those 13 points, 3 of 6 from three-point range after making her first 3 three-point shots. And Kaya Steiner with 11, the other player in double figures for the Blue Ghosts. What kind of adjustments do you think Crandon will make here at halftime?
Well, I think, look for them to throw another type of zone at Aquinas, maybe just to give a different defensive look to slow them down, but their primary goal has to be taking care of the basketball because Aquinas isn't scoring a lot of points in the half-court offense. They're scoring a lot of points in transition.
All right, well, we'll see how the second half plays out. Aquinas in command here at the Resch Center, leading this one. Right now, we'll step aside and hear a word from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
We love getting 11% off everything at Menards, especially when we're taking on big projects like our laundry room. We're saving in every aspect, from the Clearview cabinets down to the Tide detergent. You can get it all in one stop, and the 11% savings keeps us coming back. We saved over $500 on our laundry room, and I can't wait to start our next project.
Your next project starts right now with 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
What if you could skip the office visit and get your healthcare problem solved quickly and conveniently? Well, you can. Have cold or flu symptoms? A sinus infection? Just call 844-CAREWAY or try a virtual visit. You'll get a diagnosis, advice, even a prescription if needed. The cost is only $40, and it's okay if you're not one of our patients. Care My Way from Marshfield Clinic.
Family rules are important to all of us here at Jones. That's why we make our sausage the same way my great-great-great-grandmother did more than 125 years ago, right here in Fort Atkinson. Our family rule is to follow that same recipe with no MSG, nitrates, or preservatives. Our family's commitment to producing quality products is a tradition we all cherish, and we hope you will too. I'm Philip Jones. Taste how our family rules lead to better quality sausage.
Aquinas leads this one by 24 points. Moments ago, Brandon Kennard had a chance to catch up with Crandon head coach Keegan Kincaid.
Keegan, they had 23 points off 17 turnovers. What was the halftime message to your team in terms of handling their pressure?
I think the biggest thing, just settling down. Girls came out a little nervous, and it showed. Just settling and playing our game and playing our basketball. I think we let them get to us a little bit, give them a little pep talk. Hopefully we calm down and we're ready to play.
Thanks so much. Enjoy the atmosphere.
Thank you.
Scott, Michelle.
Thank you, Brandon. Aquinas will open the second half with possession in that 24-point lead. Donarski with a spin move. A reload for Aquinas. Peterson can't hit a three. Becker with a rebound. Inside, Collins.
Again, it's just that continuous attack. They pound the boards hard on the offensive side of the ball, always looking for those opportunities to score off their rebounds.
Brandon can't connect on the offensive end. Now Peterson leads the fray. Donarski floats one up and in. Lexi Donarski. Second basket of the game. I beg your pardon, first field goal of the game for Donarski. Aquinas' leading scorer. She also has a couple of free throws. And there's a turnover for Crandon. So obviously the message in the Aquinas locker room was keep the pedal to the metal.
Absolutely, and you know, the message to the Crandon girls, it's a great message, and it's one that we all have as coaches, but when you have a team that attacks as well as Aquinas does, it is hard to keep that composure and not worry about that continuous attack on you.
6 quick points for Aquinas to start the second half. The lead is up to 30. Donarski ripped it right out of the hands of Rankus. 3-on-1. Donarski tripped up by Nylitz. 2 free throws coming.
Lexi Donarski does a nice job of seeing the court the whole way up. She pushes the ball, but she's constantly looking to see if teammates are available. She has a nice assist to ratio, 4.2 assists averaging coming into the tournament. So yes, she can score a lot of points. She's their leading scorer, but she also gets her teammates the ball.
3-sport star as well. Part of the state volleyball team that made it to state in 2016. First team All-NBC in volleyball and a state track qualifier as well.
And she's gotten a lot taller in the last 2 years. I think, you know, when she came into high school, she was smaller than Kaya Steiner, smaller than Modesta Collins, and now she's as tall, if not taller, than them.
And that's going to be a foul inside on Becker off the missed free throw. Opening moments of the second half. Next game, our second Division IV semifinal, features Melrose Mindoro, also undefeated, against Manitowoc Lutheran. Down here for the first time ever.
Brandon did a nice job of centering the ball this time, avoiding that sideline trap.
And another foul on Becker. 2 quick ones for Courtney Becker, the sophomore forward for Aquinas.
Crandon had kind of gotten away from that attacking pressure, now drawing a 3rd foul on Courtney Becker. Key to that is going at her hard, not backing down from the pressure they're bringing.
Here's Littleton. Poked away. Look out here at the scorer's table. Fred Hillman, our statistician, with the quick hands, protecting announcers here. We're okay. Thanks, Freddie. Appreciate that. Reminded me of your playing days. This jacket's new, you know, Fred. I gotta keep it nice and neat.
Autumn Shalek now taking over at the point, kind of giving Nylitz a little bit of a break.
And another turnover. Nagishik couldn't handle the pass that time, so another turnover for Crandon.
Here's an example of that different look on defense, kind of going with a little bit of a 1-2-2 look, trying to get some traps of their own. matching up a little bit.
Becker on Littleton that time. It's a 9-0 run to start the second half for the Blue Goals. Here comes the pressure. Peterson steals it. Up ahead, Dinarski. Back to Collins. Crawford comes out of it with it. Crandon on the run. Crawford, spin move. And a jump ball. Possession arrow to Crandon.
Showing those glimmers of what Crandon likes to do and what they've done all season to teams as well.
Timeout Crandon, 15:29 to go, second half. The Blue Goals lead this one 52-19. We'll take a timeout too. Here's a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Swing.
Delta Dental knows every smile has the power to tell a story. Like, welcome to the family. Protect your smile and keep it healthy with Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Visit deltadentalwi.com.
Picture your home coming to life with new fixtures that express your personality. Make your statement with Gerhardt's Kitchen and Bath Store. Gerhardt's offers an incredible selection of kitchen and bath fixtures to fit every style and at all price points. Choose from modern designs to classic styles from the biggest and best, Kohler, Moen, and Delta. Hands-on customer service and free award-winning design makes Gerhardt's an exceptional value. Gerhardt's Kitchen and Bath Store, where dreams come to life.
The 2018 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Protect your smile and keep it healthy with Delta Dental, the state's #1 dental plan, excuse me. Crandon basketball, though, inbound along the baseline, trying to get something going here in the second half. Still looking for their first points of the half. And here's a steal. It's Dinarski leading the break. All the way to the basket. And an over and back as Nilitz lost the handle on the ball. The pressure that time just relentless for the Blue Goals.
It is, but you know, Nilitz didn't blame anybody there. She just looked at her teammates, very positive, very encouraging, just reminding them they need to come back to the level of the ball because she's going to get trapped right across half court, and just to not run away from her, to help her out just a little bit. Very positive leadership.
Dinarski, Littleton on her. Dinarski a reload. And a foul. That's going to be on Becker, and that will be her fourth. So Whitney Raisin will check in, replacing Becker at 14:51 to go here in the second half.
Where Aquinas applies their pressure really plays into that half-court indecision. They've gotten 2 or 3 turnovers on them back in this game alone, and that's just something that's all part of their plan. They just want to force you into those situations right across half-court.
Tayush into the lineup for Aquinas, replacing Jessa Peterson. Nilitz, she's been kind of quiet since that early three-pointer.
She's really being face guarded, and they're switching off defenders on her. They're not letting her see the rim very much.
They lob it inside, and it's poked away by Collins. Scooped up by Steiner. Steiner kicks it out. Dinarski. She'll set up the offense, or she'll fire a three. Littleton with another rebound.
And she does that little hesitation on the top of the key. I think as a defender, you just hold your breath and hope she's off. Doesn't happen often.
Pull-up jumper, Kalkofen.
Nice job by Kalkofen, just kind of doing what they did early on in the game, attacking that pressure, finding open looks.
And then Raisin answers on the other end, a mere seconds after the basket. Crandon again attacking the basket, and that time Littleton will go to the free throw line.
It's only Collins' second foul. Not any foul for her.
Lindsay Littleton to the free throw line, where she has 1.6 rebounds, doing a nice job on the glass. You know, Crandon has really had to scratch and claw their way just to get here to state. They've had a lot of tight games in the playoffs. Beat Shiocton 55-52. They were a state tournament team last year. A team that they were down 10 points at one point in that game. Rallied for the win. They beat Marathon 50-44, another terrific program.
Perennial state, hopeful team at Marathon, and I think they kind of surprised people in that game, and they've been underrated or underappreciated all season, and they've kind of played to that.
Both. They've been underrated and underappreciated, no doubt. Here's a steal. Nylitz. Blue Gold's giving chase. Nylitz to the basket. Steiner rebounds. Now the Blue Golds try to run the other way. They have numbers. Donarski on the crossover. Kick in the corner to Raisin, who launches a three. And Kyle Copeland with the rebound.
You can definitely see the comfort level of Crandon is when they have the full court game going. Having to slow it down a little bit to try to minimize the turnover situation has kind of taken them out of their offense that they've had a lot of success with.
Crawford looking for somebody. Now Littleton. Here's Rankus. Donarski on her. Beautiful spin move, but she couldn't finish it off.
Nylitz is a great on-ball pressure defender, and she's going against one of the best players in the state right now, one of the best sophomores in the state.
Relentless. And Steiner will get a couple of free throws. So back to the free throw line will go Kaya Steiner, where she's made a living there tonight.
You talked a little bit about Coach Kincaid's desire to credit the town for the support that they've had. He also gives a lot of credit to their youth program, their middle school program, the parents. He just said this whole season has been a complete effort. He used to be with the boys program, now with the girls program. He said he's coaching them just as hard as he coached the boys, but he also realizes relationships are huge when you're coaching girls basketball, and this team really has literally a whole town behind them.
Steiner 1 out of 2. Aquinas on a 15-3 run to start the second half. Kayla Barr wears number 20. She's into the lineup now, as is Megan Scheit, number 10. Rankus looking backdoor. Kalkofen scoops it up. Littleton with another rebound, and she'll go to the free throw line. Lindsay Littleton, boy, she gets a lot of loose balls inside there.
Well, and she was part of the first half. They actually out-rebounded Aquinas in the first half. They had 18. Aquinas had 13 first-half rebounds. She was a big part of it. She's very undersized compared to what Aquinas can put on the court.
Crandon winning the battle on the boards overall at 24-19. Littleton leading the way. She has 7 rebounds. Now Taylor Tayush to set up the offense for the Blue Golds. Here comes Barr. Tayush faking the three.
They're not letting her see the open look she had in the first half. I think they realized she's open. It's going in.
Poked out of bounds by Crandon. It'll stay with Aquinas with 11:28 to go in the second half. McGeeshik checking in for Crandon, replacing Littleton. She'll get a nice round of applause from the Crandon faithful.
Coach Donarski credited Crandon with how hard they've worked all season. In the film that he saw, he said there's no doubt that they've outworked a lot of opponents this season. And I think despite the score, you can say that about this team right now, too. They're not slowing down. They're not dropping their heads. Great attitudes, great hustle. And a young team. I mean, not a senior.
Not a senior. This is a team that's going to make another run. And Coach Kincaid knew They were the underdogs coming in, and they embraced that role. And now trying to finish out strong.
Aquinas is doing a great job of taking away the passing lane with their pressure.
Here's Nilich to the basket. Junior guard with a nifty move through that tough Blue Gold's defense. Shaylin McCoy into the lineup now for Aquinas. Had it ripped out of there by Nilich. Jump ball, possession arrow to Aquinas. 10:33 to go, second half. We're going to take a timeout. Blue Gold's in control. Here's a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
I know girls can't fly, but we can soar. There's awesome inside everyone. All you gotta do is milk it.
Favorite thing about my street? It's safe.
It's quiet.
We rely on each other.
And we rely on our electric cooperative.
The co-op isn't just about electricity.
It's about power.
The power of information.
About safety.
Efficiency.
Technology.
So
when I have a question about energy,
I call my Touchstone Energy Cooperative first.
In my community, I am the co-op. I am the co-op.
And the co-op
is me.
Dairyland Power Cooperative, powering communities with safe, reliable, and sustainable power, day and night.
The only thing better than learning a new trick is creating one. Everyone's got something inside. All you gotta do is milk it.
Well, the 2018 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Gerhardt's Kitchen and Bath Stores, Wisconsin-based, family-owned since 1897. Scott Emmerich and Michelle Poplinski back at the Resch Center in Green Bay. The Blue Goals have led this one start to finish. And they have really poured it on here in the playoffs. Their season average margin of victory, 34 points. In the playoffs, they've cranked it up to 45.
And it comes from their pressure. They just have a great sense of what an offense is trying to do, and they move as a whole unit. On every pass, you see 5 players shifting into the proper help or deny the defense positioning. And it doesn't matter which players are on the court. It can be their starters, it can be the bench players. It's just a system that they're buying into, and it's very intimidating.
Crandon will inbound again at the 10-15 mark of the second half. Palabicki looking for someone. Gets it into Nilich. Gishik looking inside. Poked out of bounds. It'll be Aquinas basketball. Turnover number 25 for Aquinas. Excuse me, for Crandon. So let's see what the Blue Golds do here with under 10 minutes to go. Leading this one by 34. McCoy thought about a 3. McCoy kicking it out. Teju.
Nice balanced attack, sending post-up opportunities in the lane.
Little scoop shot up and in by Raisin. It's been a quiet night for her, but that was an impressive move. She averages double figures coming off the bench. She has 5 today.
And she's going to continue her playing for UW Lacrosse, as you said, and not very many programs. There aren't a lot of programs in Wisconsin that can have players coming off the bench and have those opportunities.
Rinkus with a turnaround banker. The team's leading scorer. She has 5 today. Dribble drive by Scheidt and a foul. So Megan Scheidt will step to the free throw line. Our second Division IV semifinal to follow this one. It's Melrose Mindoro, ranked second in the state in Division IV all season long, taking on Manitowoc Lutheran, which is ranked 3rd in the state in Division IV. That's coming up next. More substitutions. Courtney Becker, Lexi Dinarski in. Sarah Kalkofen out for Crandon.
Becker coming back in with those 4 fouls, but this is the kind of game that feels a little different for a coach. You know that you've had players be able to come in and step up.
Raisin, a 3. McCoy with a long rebound. Becker. Little mid-range jumper. Turnover. Raisin has it. Up ahead to Dinarski. Chases it down and lays it in.
Crandon sending 2 posts through again.
Almost a turnover. Nylitz scoops up the loose change here, and Crandon will reset. Gishik with a nice spin move. Loose inside, rebound bucket, and that's Karlovicki.
Again, just really impressed with Crandon's court demeanor. Every missed shot, they're hustling back on defense. Every made shot, they're hustling back on defense. There's not a lot of walking out here. There's not a lot of taking plays off. They're playing 100% both ends of the court.
Gishik in trouble. It's another steal from Becker. She's got a couple of those. Knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Aquinas. 18 steals as a team today for Aquinas.
And I know they have a couple players that have picked up fouls early in the game or picked up foul trouble situation, been in foul trouble situations, but truthfully, for as aggressive as they are, their foul count is fairly low overall.
Great battle inside between Nylitz and Becker. Dinarski along the baseline and a foul. She'll go to the free throw line.
Becker said when she came to Aquinas, she had 2 roles: be a true post presence inside for them, and then secure defensive rebounds and start their transition game. And I would say she's done that.
Alexi Dinarski's mom, Pam Besh, boy, she was a great player. And on Alaska High School back in the day was their all-time leading scorer up until last year.
You know, a little story about that. I went to a basketball camp with my uncle in Onalaska growing up, and she was a freshman or a sophomore for the high school at that time, and she was by far my favorite player to watch in high school.
Lexi's mom, Pam Besh, yeah, she was outstanding.
Went on to play Cardinal Stritch college basketball, I believe.
And that's where she met Dave Dinarski, who also played there. And a basket and a foul. Great move by McCaslin Crawford. She'll step to the free throw line.
Nice strong finish, good attack, expecting the contact. Little dish here from Nylitz.
Crawford at the line, 5 points today. Averages 7.4 coming in. And she caps off the 3-point play. Timeout here at the Rush Center with the Blue Goals firmly in control. Here's a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Good news travels fast. At Spectrum, we're increasing our starting internet speed to 100 megabits per second. It's a fact. The more devices you use, the more speed and bandwidth you need. And still just $29.99 when bundled. We're talking 100 megabits per second fast, so you can stream all you can stream and download and game. You get the idea. The phone company can't touch that. We're talking unlimited, no-holds-barred internet. The fastest starting speeds at the same low price. Spectrum.
A lot of people have lingering questions about retirement these days. When can I retire? Will my savings last? They just want some peace of mind about their future. That's what the Ameriprise Financial Confident Retirement Approach is all about, to help you retire and stay retired. Using this exclusive approach, Hansen and Associates help clients address the 4 basic principles of a confident retirement step by step. The goal is to help clients feel more confident about retirement. It's that simple. Visit HansenPrivateWealth.com and take the 3-minute confident retirement check today.
68-31, Aquinas leading Crandon. 6:21 to go here in the ball game. Blue Goals look like they're firmly in control. Going to move on to the Division IV championship game, a game they lost last year to Howard's Grove in sort of heartbreaking fashion.
Story of the game there is the field goal percentage. Again, 50%, nearly 50% for Aquinas. Not a bad shooting percentage for Crandon. Just happens to be they drew a team that's shooting 50% tonight.
Becker with the basket. Now Aquinas with 5 players in double figures. Rankus. Now Littleton. Rankus fires up a 3. Long rebound comes out to McGeeshick. She'll launch a 3. And a foul. That's going to be on Crawford.
Crawford working really hard there to try to get the offensive rebound, keep their possession alive.
Jalen McCoy for 3. And that one is good. Everybody hitting for Aquinas right now. And Dave Donarski wants a quick timeout with 5:05 to go. And his team leading 72-31. We'll take a timeout as well. Here's a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
When you were a teen, a driver's license meant one thing, freedom. But to your parents, it meant the stress of finding and paying for auto insurance. Today, it's easy with Rural Mutual Insurance. We get teens. Our Town & Country auto policy offers young operator rates, claims-free discounts, and multi-policy discounts of up to 25%. Since Rural Mutual Insurance only does business in Wisconsin, premiums paid here stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. Contact us at ruralins.com.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. Get a garage door you can depend on from Ideal. Easily update your curb appeal because all Ideal garage doors are 11% off. Get a healthy, beautiful lawn with Turf Champ grass seed. 3-pound bags of sunny or shade grass seed are $5.24 each after 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Well, the Blue Gold starters and some of their key reserves will spend the rest of the night resting. And mass substitutions for Aquinas into the lineup now. Bree Barr, she wears number 1. Number 12, Carly Morgan. Number 33, Zoe Koblitz. Number 34, Libby Lavaca. And number 15, Maya Reichenbacher.
Bree Barr getting this experience as the lone freshman on the roster. That's something that pays off in the future for Aquinas as well.
And Barr in the middle of that exchange, a jump ball, possession arrow to Aquinas. And Bree Barr will set up the offense and bring it across half court for Aquinas. Morgan tosses it up. Barr tries to track it down, but it's stolen away by Rankus. Rankus looking back door. Overlaid was McGeeshick. Out of bounds, it'll belong to Crandon.
Crandon came into the tournament scoring 61 points per game through their regular season. And, you know, that's, again, another testament to the type of defense that Aquinas is bringing at them. This is a good basketball team. This is a team that can put points on the board as well and shoots the ball well.
Out of bounds, it'll belong to Crandon. I beg your pardon, to Aquinas. Looking for somebody that time, but it's a turnover for Aquinas. Under 3:30 to go with the running clock. On the dribble drive, Rankus up and in.
good experience for Crandon to be in this situation. You made it to the state tournament. You're young. You know what it takes to get here. You're going against one of the top team in the state in your division, and you're battling hard this far into the game. You learn a lot from a game like this.
Here's a near steal by Koblitz. Now Littleton. Here's Nylitz for three.
She's a great three-point shooter, 37% on the year. As the point guard tonight, she's had to take a lot of pressure, hasn't had a lot of open looks at the perimeter, but when she has, she's been pretty effective.
And how special has this tournament run been for the Nylitz family? I'll talk more about that after our play of the game. Our play of the game is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic Health System. Why get out of bed? Offering virtual visits for the season's most common ailments. Hear My Way. Go to marshfieldclinic.org/Hear My Way to learn more. The play of the game, Courtney Becker up ahead to Kaya Steiner.
What if you could skip the office visit and get your health care problem solved quickly and conveniently? Well, you can. Have cold or flu symptoms? A sinus infection? Just call 844-CAREWAY. Or try a virtual visit. You'll get a diagnosis, advice, even a prescription if needed. The cost is only $40. And it's okay if you're not one of our patients. Care My Way from Marshfield Clinic.
Aquinas doubling up Crandon here in our first Division IV semifinal of the evening. They're headed to the Division IV state championship game Saturday afternoon. I mentioned before we went to break, it's kind of a special state tournament run here for Alexa Nylitz. Her grandpa, John Nylitz, was a member of the Manitowoc High School 1963 state title team. And so the Nylitz family reliving that state tournament glory all over again. I'm sure it's been a thrill for them.
That's exciting. I mean, anytime you can make those family connections and have something that you share and common, it's wonderful for families.
Down the lane goes Nylitz, up and in.
In the game for Crandon right now is also Sydney Gretzinger. She did a great job with the national anthem. Be at center court singing in front of everybody. That was a great moment for her as well.
Autumn Shellock bringing it across. Now Nylitz again. All the way to the basket. And a foul. That's going to send... I beg your pardon. That foul is going to be on Crandon. So final minute and a half to go here at the Resch Center. And now a nice moment here. Some of the starters and key players for Crandon.
And again, they're not done. They're not seniors.
They're a senior on the team.
They are motivated probably more than ever to spend the next year trying to work hard to get back here.
Libby Lavaca back in the lineup now for Aquinas. Andy Balduzzi, I see number 30 is on the floor for the Blue Golds as well. Maddie Stemper on the floor for Crandon. So is Abby Sams and Hannah Evans. Balduzzi for three. Annie Balduzzi off the bench. Shallot and a foul. That reach-in foul is going to be on Maya Reichenbacher. So Autumn Shallot to the free throw line, a junior, part of that strong junior class for Crandon. Averaging 2.3 a game. Can't connect. Balduzzi comes out of there with it. Throws it up ahead. I beg your pardon. That was Lavaca coming out of there with the rebound. Harley Morgan loses control. Final seconds. And that will do it. The Aquinas Blue Golds are headed to the Division IV title game. 75-38 winners over Crandon. Resch Center. Take a look back at this one. Here's a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Waiting for spring? Be ready for all the season has to offer with a great deal on a new Toyota.
Right now, get 0% APR for 60 months plus $500 bonus cash on a 2018 RAV4. Or lease a new RAV4 for $179 a month.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
You took the challenge of your life and put it in the best hands. Your cancer treatment plan is reviewed by a team of up to 15 top Mayo Clinic radiation oncologists from across the country. It's a powerful collaboration that brings together your doctors with cancer specialists from Mayo Clinic, one of the nation's top 3 cancer practices. An extraordinary team providing the best care, personally, for you. Mayo Clinic Health System in La Crosse. Choose extraordinary.
Looking for a good career? One with great health coverage and starting wage, where you don't have to go into debt to qualify? Call Laborers Local 140 of the Laborers International Union of North America. They provide trained professional laborers for many contractors in the Coulee region and around the state. If you have ambition and want to work, you can quickly achieve a great career with Laborers Local 140. Call today for more information. 608-788-1095.
Aquinas is a foundation. It builds you up for real-life experiences that you're going to probably face in the future.
They're definitely teaching us to be respectful and responsible.
Religion is really important to a lot of students here, and it shows in the way we interact with each other and the way we care for each other.
Your faith in education.
Now enrolling. Contact Aquinas at 784-8585 or connect on Facebook for more information.
Aquinas led start to finish in our first Division 4 semifinal. They win at 75-38. They're headed to the D4 title game on Saturday. Standing by with Dave Donarski and a couple of the star players is our Brandon Kennard. Brandon?
Thank you, Scott. Dave, I'll ask you this. They averaged 61 points a game. You guys forced 29 turnovers, held them to just 38. What was the key defensively?
Well, we knew what kind of matchups we had and what we needed to do, and we've been trying to do this all year long. We want to play fast. We want to trap them and put them in difficult situations. I feel like we were able to do that. Modessa Collins, Kaya Steiner, and Jessa Peterson, outstanding defensively tonight.
Thanks. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Taylor, let's bring you in here. 13 points in the first half alone. You average about 8 on the season, and most of that came when Lexi was on the bench in foul trouble. What was working for you in the first half?
I knew that when I come off the bench, I really need to shoot it and contribute for my team. We all know our roles, and I knew I just had to do mine.
Thank you very much. And Lexi Donarski, you sat out a little bit of the first half, which I know you're not used to doing all the time, but still wind up with 13 points, and now you guys are headed back to the state championship game. After what happened last year, that 1-point loss, what does this mean to you?
It means a lot. We've had our goals set this whole season, and we just really have to persevere through. We know what we have to do defensively to cause turnovers on the other team.
Thanks very much. Good luck on Saturday. Scott, Michelle, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Brandon. Let's take a look at those second half highlights and show you how Aquinas extended their 24-point halftime lead. They did it with defense.
Everything starts on defense. Lexi Donarski, nice job finishing all the way to the rim here.
The Blue Gold started the second half on a 15-3 run. Brandon getting back into it a little bit with Sarah Kokosen.
They did a nice job of not backing down on their end as well. But in the end, Aquinas just a little bit too much for them tonight.
Contributions from a bunch of people. That was Whitney Raisin, and then the turnover. Raisin up ahead to Donarski, who had 13 points, most of them in the second half. Blue Gold with 5 players in double figures, led by Donarski with 13. And Taylor Teus with 13. Let's take a look at those game stats, if we could, as well, please. And, well, not only does the final score tell the story, but so do the numbers.
Points off turnover is a big part of this game. You can't give up 36 points off of mistakes that you're making on offense. And Crandon will think about that for the next year, but the good news is they're young, and they could be back.
Leading scores in this one, Alexa Nilitz, a big turn with 12 to lead Crandon, Halavicki, and Tabatha Renkus with 7 each. 5 players in double figures for Aquinas, led by Teusz and Donarski. Well, that'll do it for our first Division IV semifinal. The winner of this one, actually Aquinas, I should say, will play the winner of our next game, Melrose Mindoro and Manitowoc Lutheran. That game is coming your way momentarily, but for now, we'll send it upstairs. Lance Fieser is standing by.